let's move on to a slightly more classic dive watch, also looked at by Ripley this week. And obviously, before we even start, these are both a hit. My love is for sale.
Unbiased opinion from Rick there.
You always get unbiased opinion on the show.
Were these from like 2010 on the random number generator?
I was going to say, if we
they found these in a drawer.
In the background, I'll ask Chives. I wonder if I can upload a picture from this and ask him to date when these watches are from. While I see if we can get the internet to do that, Ripley, give us a.
Are they asking money for these? Like, do this have? So, is there hope that someone wakes up one of these Tuesday mornings and has to a Panerai boutique to buy one of these? Really, honestly.
So that's each one of those racing stripes was worth about $2,000.
So I would have thought, you would. As someone who's not into boat racing, I'm not the person to really. Also, with someone with tiny wrists, a Panerai boat racing watch is like not my cup of tea, or not the thing I'm gravitating towards. But as much as I'd like to have a regular Panerai, the boat racing one's not it for me. But I say this in the article, they wouldn't keep doing this if it wasn't a success. This is the third time they've renewed their partnership with the Luna Rossa Racing team. And just right now on the brand's website, there are 15 different Luna Rossa Panerai watches.
Ripley.
So like...
You're talking about Panerai. The only thing they've been doing for the last 10 years is something that was not a success. So if there's one brand to which this doesn't apply, it's actually Panerai. There's no logic there.
So in par for the course, keeping the tradition going, they have these again. I don't think they're bad looking, but there's so many Luna Rossa models. They've done, I think, 2 different Experience Edition ones. This is like a big core thing for them now, in the same way that Omega's got James Bond or the Olympics or whatever. Panerai has the interior design show and the Luna Rossa Racing team.
Interior design and yacht racing. It's a combo. Right, let's give these a vote. I have 3 hit signs here ready to release. So on your mark, set, hit, miss, maybe. Hit, maybe, yeah, okay. Right, Ariel, why is it a hit?
Only the 3 hands a hit. I hate that chronograph. That movement I've always hated. I just don't feel it belongs in a Panerai. Anyways, I'm actually leaning into the Luna Rossa thing. I like it because I like the world of boat racing. I think that it's silly how expensive and aspirational it is. I imagine being someone who can throw, $10,000 away on a watch I'll wear for like one weekend just to feel like I'm cool and I fit in. I just kind of like how silly it is. The colors aren't bad. Doesn't feel new in any way, shape, or form. It looks like they just put a strap on an existing watch. I already want like second to take off the seconds hand and put on. I want the little seconds hand to look like the boat. I think that would be cool, like a top-down view of the boat. I'm just really getting into theme, forgetting what it costs. Yes, it should cost $2,000. No, it costs many more times that. Again, forget the chronograph. And I'm just, again, I like the fact that Luna Rossa is on there, and I can kind of ignore the Panerai name.
Okay. I should add that so Chives the Watt Butler has correctly identified this as this year release. Should also add, for anyone that uses ChatGPT, you can look up Chives the Watt, but I think this is how it works, that I've made it a public release, so you too can consult Chives the Watch Butler if you wish and send us your content if you can find it on ChatGPT.
So if you want a rude Scottish AI to tell you watch-related stuff, apparently Rick
it's exactly how he's been programmed. He's been programmed so that I can go on holiday and he can do the show instead. David, how'd you vote?
It's a miss. I'm not excited by these at all. I wouldn't recommend anyone outside of the Luna Rossa team to buy one of these. That's it.
You think they buy them?
They might, or they might just get it. I think I'm getting vibes of Breitling and Bentley collaboration. You know, when they just couldn't wait for the time to run out on those contracts, and you know, you could tell that they had a couple of years left, and they sort of had to make a watch. Maybe this is what's happening.
No, they just renewed. This is to celebrate the renewal for a third time of.
Well, then they deserve it.
Look at the
I
design
exercise a
effort.
bit of empathy there, but that's okay, out the window now.
The Panerai, but that chronograph now has little red tips on the pushers, just like those inexpensive watches.
Ooh. I mean, precious red. Like, that's why the white dial Omega Speedmaster costs more. Precious red ink on it.
Nothing makes sense anymore.
Borisic is asking David if you think that Panerai employ any designers in the same
No,
way
if
that
you look
didn't
back at
think,
one of our April 1st articles.
Yeah, we have an article.
We have an article.
It's just a randomizer at this point.
Breaking New Beats is suggesting yes, they do actually have a designer. It's just been out of the office for 15 years. Is what the problem is. Right, Ripley.
I said it's a maybe. Like Ariel, that chronograph's just not it. But the three hand's a good looking watch. I wouldn't buy this over a regular one just because I can't tell you a thing about the Luna Rossa team, let alone a tenuous connection to a watch brand or how this watch might be good for that. I just like the way it looks. Gray and red's a good color combo. If this wasn't a Luna Rossa watch, I think it'd probably be on the short list of better looking, simple, three-handed Panerais. Mm-hmm. In a vacuum, I like it. I'm not big on the collaboration theme, but that's just because I don't sail. But if I was into that world, I'd probably be a fan. So it's a maybe. This is not an offensive duo of watches, or certainly not by Panerai standards, at least.
For the high standards of offensiveness that they set,
some of those Navy SEAL experience watches where it's like it's almost a caricature, where it's like it's cool, but man, beyond unwearable. Like, you want to call this thing unwearable? At least this is titanium. Didn't they do one in bronze or something? Like, find a heavier metal.
The original bronzo. Yeah. Come on, guys. This is gorgeous. Look at it. Look at it. It's gorgeous.
Look at that thin red line.
Look at that.
Look at that thing on the right hand side of the case.
Look at the thing. I mean, come on. Well, anyway, yes.
And that's the grayest gray I've ever seen.
Yes.
Nice and flat. No texture at all.
I don't know if I've seen that nice, dial before. Gray. The dial's just very inventive. That design is just groundbreaking.
Yeah. Yeah, I love it. I want one. I want them all.
If you see clouds that color, you go the other way, right?
Maybe that's what it is.
You say your prayers like that's acid rain. That's like a very unhealthy color.
Okay, well, we'll accept that I'm in the minority here in terms of loving Panerai. That at least have one customer. Not that I've bought more than one, so I don't suppose I count as an existing customer because I've got one, and I didn't even buy it new. So
that's
there
enough
you go.
for you, right? Like, I got the whole look.
One second-hand Panerai is all you need.